welcome to the Best Of. I'm your host, Ricky Tucker. The Best Of focuses on the best in sports, entertainment, business, and the community. Our guests for today are Coach William Anderson and Coach Julia Turner. Coach Anderson is the athletic director for the Lemoyne-Owen College here in Memphis, Tennessee. And Coach Julia Turner is the coach for the ladies volleyball and basketball team. Hello and welcome to the show. How are the two of you doing?
Great.
Good.
Thank you for having us.
We are really pleased and excited about interviewing you and finding out some more about you, the Lemoyne-Owen College, and some of your missions and visions going forward. So let's get started with it. Coach Anderson, tell us something about yourself and about your role at Lemoyne College.
Well, I'm a Memphian. I'm an alumnus of Lemoyne-Owen College. I played basketball at Lemoyne-Owen College for the legendary Jerry C. Johnson, and studied under him for a couple years. Been in the athletic program at Lemoyne now since 2000, and I've learned a lot coaching the women, and now I've moved over to the men, and I'm the athletic director.
Great. That is an experience within itself. It has to be really great being there with having gone to the school, being a product of Memphis, Tennessee. So I would have to speak for the folks of Memphis and say thank you for staying in Memphis. You know, we talk about attracting and keeping the best and brightest. So we appreciate you, and we've got to do everything possible in order to keep you here. So I'm sure that the city is indebted to you, so we want to keep you here. Thank you very much.
No.
Now, this young lady beside you here, I understand she wears a couple of hats too.
Yeah.
Coach Turner, tell us some things about you. Are you from the Memphis area?
I am. I'm from the Memphis area, former student athlete of Lemoyne-Owen College.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, I didn't graduate from Lemoyne-Owen College.
Okay.
However, that's the only thing I guess I can say. I'm missing the year behind.
Okay.
The year behind the graduation, or saying alum.
Right.
I'm part of the Alumni Association, however, I'm missing the year.
All right. Well, we've got something to look forward to. You know, I always look at the glasses being half full versus half empty, so that's an opportunity. And you can use that as an example for your players even, because I'm sure that your players look up to you as their coach. So we've got an opportunity there. Yes, indeed. As a new athletic director, Coach Anderson, what's your vision for the athletic department?
Well, our vision in the athletic department is to have the best, well-rounded Division II athletic program in our region, in the South region. And to be competitive nationally and regionally.
Great.
Academically and athletically.
Okay. You touched on something that really piqued my interest, and that is well-rounded. As we were talking before the show, we've talked about what you refer to your athletes as, not just athletes, but you refer to them as student athletes.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about that well-roundedness, if you will.
Well, at Lemoyne-Owen College, our first mission is to nurture and educate young people. And their first goal at the college is to obtain a degree. So we never lose sight of our vision and our mission, and that's to make sure that our students graduate and obtain their degree so they can go on and be successful in life after sports. That's our really main mission. So we say student athlete, we mean student athlete. We have about a 60% graduation rate in the athletic program alone. We're looking to make that go to 75% in the next 3 years. And we've taken steps by hiring an academic enhancement coordinator and putting labs in our athletic facilities and doing the things that are going to ensure that our students are successful in the classroom.
Great. Numbers like 60% graduation rate and numbers like setting a benchmark or a goal of 75% graduation within the athletic department, that's an awesome feat. So thank you for that, because as we research and look into the graduation rate of some of our teams, we see that some of them are not even in the double digits, not to mention 60%. So our hats off to you and to the Lemoyne-Owen College for focusing on education first for our athletes. I'd have to say the more we talked, the more I thought in terms of the Lemoyne-Owen College is kind of a hidden treasure. You guys have, we're going to have to see about getting over there and getting some more exposure, because to hear those kinds of numbers is just amazing. What kinds of expectations, for example, with your young ladies, Coach Turner, do you have for them, do you have set for them, usually coming into the program as a student athlete?
Well, coming into the program, we're setting the bar or resetting the bar with the academics first. Moving the GPA up from the regular standard 2.0 to at least a 3.0 to support the vision of the athletic director.
Awesome.
So it's basically young women pushing them to be their very on campus as well as off campus.
What do you like most? What do you like most about being the coach for young women?
Well, first, being an example, one.
Great.
Giving them an opportunity to learn from some decisions I made as well. By leaving Lemoyne to graduate from somewhere else, I instill in them to go ahead and graduate, remain here, remain loyal to the program, learn from it, and go back and support it as well.
Words like loyalty,
Yes.
learning, those are the kinds of words that more of our student athletes need to hear, and I'm sure that they look up to you. I know that we talked about graduation, for example, with you, Coach Anderson, but if you were to think in terms of some other expectations that you have of, say, your staff or the players, what would some of those be?
Some of the other, well, Coach Turner's hit on from a staff perspective, on one of our biggest things, being role models for our student athletes. I think we have a great staff. We have 10 sports, and we have coaches that coach each one of those sports for men and women. And they walk around, they're interactive with the student athletes, and our students can really look at those coaches and see that they're successful, they're serious, they're focused, they're professional, and just having that type of level athletic staff person working with our student athletes, I think is the credit. I have to give them the credit to why we have a decent graduation rate, and I believe that's going to help us get that graduation rate even higher. In terms of our student athletes, we want them to go out and be leaders in the community. Each one of our teams, they have to do community service projects, at least one a semester each team, and we have a big one coming up October the 1st where we're doing a community cleanup day right around Lemoyne-Owen College, where our student athletes will lead the charge and go out in the community to help clean up that South Memphis area, of which we've been in that community since 1865. So we're teaching them to give back. We're teaching them to just be the best at whatever they do or commit to.
Well, I can applaud that. Be your best. That's my that I live by. And I'd have to go back and once again touch on something that you said. And the words that you say so often, just based upon the times that we've chatted, really show me that you're a true leader. And you just said what the kind of thing that true leaders do when you gave your credit back to your staff. So I'm sure that it's an all-around pleasure for you to work with them and serve them just as they serve you. Now let's talk about the other sports. You mentioned that you guys have 10 sports, so that's amazing. So you've got, what's the breakdown of the sports, the 10 sports?
Well, we have 5 men's sports and we have 5 women's sports. We're an NCAA Division II program in the Southern Intercollegiate Conference. We have women's basketball, women's tennis, we have women's cross country, we have women's softball, and we have women's volleyball. On the men's side, we have men's basketball, baseball, cross country for our men, we have baseball for our men, and we also have a golf program.
Wow. Now, how about on the ladies' side? Did you just mention those as well?
Yes.
Okay. And we did say, Coach Turner, you're currently working with volleyball and basketball.
Yes.
Now, we realize we have always known that the Lemoyne-Owen College had basketball because we just know about those names. I mean, there's so many great names that have come through. Right. Once again, we've got a hidden treasure that we've got to tell people about. So what would the message be, let's just say for volleyball? What are you doing for volleyball or for basketball to maybe share some of the young ladies and their family members about the Lemoyne-Owen?
Okay. One thing as far as volleyball is concerned, actually I'll give you 2 things.
Good.
If you don't mind. One thing is to have them read a book to inspire them to prepare for what's to come. Prepare for the season that they're in or the year of school that they're in now, as well as what they're going to do after graduation.
Great.
It also encouraged them to put into what we did this year with volleyball is create a community day where we invited high school volleyball teams to come over to the court and plant the seed to go ahead and get your education, work on your ACT scores, your SAT scores, and put yourself in a great position where you will choose what college you will attend,
wow.
whether it be student athlete or just a student.
Well, I think after hearing this, because it's really coincidental that we're talking with the athletic department, but the first thing that comes out of your mouth and the first thing that comes out of Coach Anderson's mouth is always academics, academics, academics. And that's awesome. That is awesome. So my hope is that the people that are watching the program will realize, wow, these guys are ahead of the curve, and we only wish that some of our colleges and larger universities were as focused on